Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be repairing what seems to be a pretty common rust area on these buses, and we'll be doing this repair with nothing but sheet metal, so stay tuned to see how we got it done. Now if you're interested in this kind of content, make sure to subscribe to the channel, as we do have new episodes every Sunday and Wednesday where I keep you up to date on my restoration and give you some insight on what it's like to restore one of these. Now in a previous episode I showed how I did this repair, so I'll just give a little bit of a recap. I basically just used a piece of 18 gauge steel and cut it out in order to patch that upper cross member. It's very likely if you're repairing this area, you're gonna have to at least replace part of your top hat, because typically it'll rust all the way through due to the way that it's essentially just a piece of sheet metal sandwiched on another piece of sheet metal. And whenever the seam sealer that it had from factory would fail, moisture would get between them and that would cause it to rust. Once the top hat had been patched, it was time to use cardboard aided design in order to create a couple patches. Did opt to make it in two pieces, as I figured it'd be easier to install this way, and where the two pieces join each other such a small seam, it wouldn't really make a difference in terms of welding it together. I once again decided to use the highly offensive panel bonding adhesive, as I figured if the piece of sheet metal is fully bonded to the upper cross member, there's no way for moisture to get in between there and cause rust. And well, there's only one way to find out, so subscribe for 20 years in the future update. Now the next day when it was finally dry, I was able to remove my clamps, and I was quite happy with how it looked. Of course I had to clean up the excess adhesive that had squeezed out. This adhesive is now also gonna double as a seam sealer. I'll still be seam sealing over this little ridge here before I paint it, but now it was finally time to get to welding. I want this repair to look as close to factory as possible, so I posted on Facebook to see if I could get someone to help me out with the original measurements, as my bus was too rusty to take any measurements before I cut it out, and quite a few people responded and helped out. I'm not going to post your names because that's a little weird, but you know who you are, and I'm very grateful. Now I did my best to kind of draw out where this curve would go and cut out a little piece to put here, as it's solely going to be for aesthetic reasons, as it doesn't do anything, but it will look cool once it's all put together. Yo, I just missed every weld. Once it was all cleaned up, it was looking quite good. I went ahead and stole a couple body plugs from elsewhere in the bus. I will be ordering quite a few of these in the future to plug a bunch of holes. And they fit, and it looked good. Now all that's left to do is do it all over again on the other side. Now if you enjoyed that video, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, And unfortunately, we are all out of time, so I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Bye.